Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host Brian, along with my co-host Waleed.
Hey, what's up, Brian?
Not much, man. We're here to talk Bachelor in Paradise season 8, episode 7. This is I got a lot to say about this episode, but I'm very upset about it. Not upset, I guess angry. We finally meet the new men that come in, and we knew this was going to happen by the previews, but they were like women were totally blown away. There was actually a bunch of dates today, which I'm fine with. And we had a lot of production manipulation at the end of this episode that I don't really like at all. And I don't think a lot of people did based off of the reactions I was reading before we started here. Real quick, before I say what I want to say, what were your quick thoughts on the episode as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, my quick thoughts, honestly. Um, I wanted to see a little bit more, I guess, like mingling between all the couples. I mean, between all like the new girls and the new guys,
Mhm.
interacting with the already established people on the beach. So that's really what I wanted to see more, especially on the girls' end of things. Like the girls just were, they had a good group of like five guys like that
Yeah, I
came
agree.
to choose from. Like they were like pretty decent guys, and the guys were like disappointed too. They're like, "What the hell did we come on here for? These girls aren't even going to give us a chance." And it's like they've only been on the beach for an hour. How strong can their relationships possibly be that they won't even approach us and talk to us? I
Yeah,
think it's ridiculous at the same time, but it also just shows like women for the most part, with the exception of girls like Shanae, big red flag. Shanae's the biggest red flag maybe in the history of the entire show. She's just so
yeah,
like all over the place.
she had like an interesting like preview for next week. I just it looks like a lot is gonna happen next week, so we don't know what like we really it comes down to what happens at the end of this episode. Like, does Lace go back and
Yeah.
just spill all the tea? Which actually I hope, because I think it would be better for what you want. You want to see the people mingling. Like, she could go back and be like, "Hey, Rodney went on a date, and what do you think other people are doing?" So
Yeah.
like maybe or like some people start spilling the tea, or the girls like, yeah, I kissed Jacob, or like I did this, and hopefully it gets a fire under the girls' butts, because like you said, like Tyler is a good dude.
There, yeah.
Olu's a good dude, and like we didn't even see Alex like at all, and he looks like he's a good dude. I don't really remember him from the season he was on, but these are good looking guys.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like the only two girls that are actually like entertaining these guys are like, well, Shanae, but like I said, she's a huge
Yeah.
red flag, and then Brittany, but Brittany didn't really connect too long with Andrew, so I expected her to try and explore other options, and I think her and Tyler are going to be like a strong couple moving forward. It seems like he has a, even though Shanae took him on a date, I
Yeah,
I felt I was like, there's no way he's going to pick her over Brittany. Brittany's just one of those girls who holds herself to a better standard than someone like Shanae. So I was like, there's just some. I feel like he'll go back to Brittany, and it seems like he does.
yeah, it looks like they kiss again in the preview. Yeah, I just don't know what they're gonna do. Like, they just showed the girls coming back. Like, it would be awesome if they all come back to the beach, like they do on Love Island,
Yeah,
if they're chosen. I think just for the drama's sake, because there was a lot of producer manipulation. Like I said, at the end of this episode, let's just go there real quick, just because
uh,
that's gonna cause like a ripple effect on the next episode.
yeah,
Lace, we didn't really see a lot of her today, and she at the end she's like, "I need to go see Rodney." And before we get to that thing, Rodney got done dirty in my opinion, and I think in all of our opinions when we were covering Michelle's season, like they made him like get butt naked, like
oh shit, oh
just
yeah,
like he's a nice dude, and he Eliza seems like a good connection for him. Like I don't think they were doing besides exploring and kissing. Like I don't think they were doing
yeah.
anything like
I
out of
think she's
bounds,
such
like
a catch for him
Shanae
too. I was
was.
like, hey, I like the fact that they had a good connection and went on
Yeah.
it. She is such a good catch for him.
Yeah,
I like.
Rodney's a good dude, and like, I don't know a lot about Eliza from Clayton season, because she wasn't really like, I don't, not that it's her fault, but she didn't really get a lot of screen time. And
Yeah,
I like just from the look of them and like the quick what we saw of them, and I just don't like that they ruined that the day.
yeah,
They can't you ruin somebody else's day?
yeah.
Like,
I know. I agree, and that's the thing. It's just like they connected on like every level. Let them be what they are. I mean, it's and that's the thing. Like Lace is gonna come and break the rules and then be all upset. And it's like you connected with Rodney for an hour,
right.
and like the way you connected with him, you don't even know anything about the guy. You basically flirted with him a little bit, had a drink, and then started making out with him. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, of course he entertained that. Like, okay, any of you girls can attract a guy, but like girls like Lace. don't know how to retain the guy. It's like you know nothing about him. What did you think he was gonna do? Like he doesn't know anything about you either.
That's the thing about the show is like we only see a little bit each day of what like we don't know like what was really going on behind the scenes because maybe they did have a connection, but like we didn't see it. So like we just based off of what we see,
Yeah.
this is how we're gonna react because we didn't see them
Yeah,
talking
exactly.
whatsoever.
That's how I can react to
Yeah.
it. But it's just like, hey, that's what it seems to me, and that's why late. That's the part of the reason I think that Lace was getting so upset and when she was crying for the past couple days is because I think she knows deep down she doesn't know anything about the guy. He doesn't know anything about her, so of course she's feeling less confident. I think deep down, a lot of girls feel that way usually.
And I think that say Jacob got this day card, I think they would have done the same thing with Jill. Like I think the producers really stepped over the line with this interaction because I don't think she would have went if Rodney wasn't on a date. Like I think they're trying like the drama is manufactured because I think nothing was happening over there.
Of course, yeah,
So
they had
like
to do something.
yeah,
They
and
had
like
to
on the
do something
guy
for
side, like
girl.
Jacob's kissing Kate, like Rodney was kissing Eliza. Other people were kind of or Logan kissed what's her face, Sarah? I think her name is Sarah, or they like were getting close. So
Yeah, and that's the thing.
happening on this beat.
Logan, I was like, he was all like nervous at the start, like, oh, I don't want to
Yeah,
upset Shanae. I don't want to talk to these girls. It's like, dude, Shanae kissed James in front of you. Like,
I know.
don't
And
don't listen.
that's what the guys were saying. It's like, yo,
Like that's
you
my
did
advice
more.
to my advice to all the men on Bachelor Nation. If you ever come on the show on Paradise, entertain your options no matter what. That is my
I think the girls should too. It's every
yeah.
the point of
Oh
that
my God.
show is to be the point of that show is you need to explore all your options.
Yeah. Oh my
Don't
God.
yeah, it's just and that's the thing. Like I wish that the guy like the girls are like, hey, like
Yeah, but the thing is, I think it's more important for the men though because it is harder for men to attract girls than it is for girls to attract guys. So men, if you get a girl that's into you, entertain that option. That's just what I'm saying. It's much more difficult for men to attract women. So like that's why I say if a girl's attracted to you, entertain that option and just see where it goes. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but for girls, I mean, you can entertain the option, sure, but it's way easier for girls to attract guys. So
yeah. Okay, before I get to my big point, I want to read off the date cards. So Shanae gets another date, which kind of bothered me because there's a bunch of girls that were like Brittany could have used a date. I know she went on one, but she hasn't chosen. Like even they should have done like Lace, just like somebody trying to build a connection. Like we know Shanae's gonna make a connection. She does sexy yoga with Tyler. They kiss. She gets cockblocked by Jill later because Jill is obsessed with Jacob, kind of going through the same motions as Lace, but not as outward, or Lace is not as outward as Jill is.
yeah.
Um, Rodney gets a date, and he picks, like I said, Eliza. They have a good date. Was there another date card that I'm missing?
Um,
Or
no, I think the only couple date cards were Rodney got
and
it.
then Jill or Rodney and Shanae?
Shanae, I think so, yeah. And I think
Okay.
they give Shanae the date card. I think they're really trying to push Shanae because they feel like she's good for dramatic TV.
I mean, she is. That's the thing.
That's the thing. That's why they're
Doing
like
she's
giving
doing exactly what they want on the show, and they're
exactly
probably not even manipulating her whatsoever, which is like
exactly
what they want.
yeah.
I can't really be mad at it because that's what we want. We want to see.
Yeah. I mean it's entertaining, so it gives her screen time for sure.
All right, let me get to the point that really pisses me off. And I mentioned this to Bill and you and Brett yesterday. Like, what are you gonna do if the rules don't apply to Michael and Danielle? That's what I'm asking.
Leave together or separate?
They, I would be really surprised if they get.
Would
to
you
live
be
in their
pissed
own
off if they don't have to follow these rules?
No, yeah, I would be very pissed off if they don't have to go play the game. Everyone's got to play the game.
Yeah.
I have no idea, honestly. They're bending the rules so much for this guy, and I couldn't.
I don't. Yeah, I don't understand what is appealing about this guy to anyone anymore. Like he's getting thrown like life preservers constantly. Like if he had to separate, he would just pout too and just do some bullshit. And like I don't even know anything about Danielle, and I have nothing against her. I just don't like Michael at all. And it's
I don't. I think he's dating for selfish reasons. I think he's putting his feelings way too much into it. Like he's trying to find someone who caters to his feelings more than anything, someone that he can love again. And it's like you when you're a single dad, it's like you need to find someone with your child in mind as well. Like consider it. Like you need to think about all the things involved. Like he's like, I need to find like a broken woman who understands what I went through. It's like I mean, everyone is like, sympathizing with this storyline for him, and it's just annoying to me. I'm like, I don't think he belongs on TV. I think he
Yeah,
should.
that's the problem. Is like what he's looking for is you're not going to get a good sample size. You're getting a corrupt sample size of what it's going to be like because you're on an island. Like
Yeah.
you need to like it just it bothers me so much. And like I know people are starting to fall off on this guy, but just seeing like we didn't see a lot of him today, but I was like, this dude is just trash. I'm like I was like legit angry when they're like, oh, like, and I saw a Genevieve tweet where like, oh, luckily it didn't apply to them. I was like, luckily,
Luckily, yeah.
like this guy, I'm gonna be pissed if he's here the entire time. He's gonna be here, but I'm gonna be
The only thing, honestly,
more
I was
pissed off every single
the
day.
only thing I was happy about is this 2 hour episode. They barely showed him, so I was like, okay, thank God they didn't show him much because
Yeah,
it
it's
just
just like
annoyed
I don't
me.
want to hear from you about any of the guys. I don't want to hear your opinion on anybody. Like just go away.
Yeah,
Go away like the couple that was here the other day. Just there's this I don't even care who the married couple. Like go away. Leave the island like Romeo and Kira. Like get out of here. Like
yeah,
it just bothers me so it bothers me so much.
yeah.
Yeah.
Annoying is the perfect word. Annoyed.
It's bad TV. Like it's not
Oh,
fun to watch either. It's like
agreed.
yeah, it just ugh. I don't know. All right. Next week it looks great. There's going to be a lot of drama. The girls come back. Jill looks like she's pouting, and I mean, rightfully so. She was obsessive. Jacob was doing things, and this is what's going to happen. This is what they want. The outcome of we just wish, hopefully, the girls kind of experiment. Like our theory, like Lace goes back, tells dirt. Some people start connecting. I'm intrigued to see how they're going to handle it with the rose ceremony and like how they're going to choose, or it's just like a temptation thing. Because if that's the case, that's stupid. Like we need to know if like you got to pick one or the other. Like they really need to have some stakes on the line.
I agree.
But we'll be back next week for this on Monday, Tuesday. Tomorrow we have a huge slate. Mass Singer is back. So the CBS showcase, which is Survivor, Love Boat, Amazing Race. We have Challenge, and then we also have Love is Blind season 3 comes out tomorrow too. So expect that over the next couple of days. We're gonna do I think 1 week review. We're gonna talk to Bill about it, but we got a ton of stuff coming out. And if anybody has any shows that we don't cover and a suggestion, please let us know. I personally will always try any of the shows out anyone asks, and then if it's good, I'm gonna tell these dudes to check it out. Definitely let us know because we are always about getting some new content on the page. So for myself and Waleed, thanks for watching. See you.